So it's been a while since we've done this.
Yeah, but we're about 4 months into our trip now.
It went fast.
It did go really fast. We are going to talk a little bit about Idaho today. So we just came out of Idaho and entered into Seattle. And one of the things that's unique about Idaho, I think, in the trip so far is that it was more about family, right? So it became less about sort of adventuring and seeing places or state parks, and then we started visiting some family of yours.
Yeah, well, I mean, it started before that, right? In Montana, when we saw your friend, our friend and colleague.
Yeah, Elise.
Elise.
Okay, we are sitting in a Cracker Barrel parking lot in the back, and we have our picnic mat out, and we're trying to make checkers games because we played checkers in the Cracker Barrel. There's the Cracker Barrel up there. Ted is sleeping in there. Yep, so we're trying to make checkers, and Rowan's making a diorama. Very cute, Rowan. Keaton's making his checker pieces with the king on one side.
I really hope
Junior's making a checkerboard.
Themselves to be. Mom, look, I only did one side on this one. I'm gonna do one side on all of them and then do the other side on all of them.
I think it's a wonderful idea. And Rowan and I played checkers for the first time this morning. Do you like it?
Yes.
Easy or hard, or what do you think?
Hard for a beginner.
Hard for a beginner.
If I can beat you in 10 days, $2.
All right, I'll take that bet. And we're just kind of chilling and killing time here in the back parking lot because we're going to meet a friend of mine who I used to work with in Singapore in a couple of hours. Elise. All right. See you later.
And then we saw my dad and my uncle and my 2 aunts. I'd never met them before, so that was
pretty amazing. Yeah, and it's been a decade since we've been out to the West Coast.
Yeah. So went out to Post Falls, Idaho, and then my Uncle Ed allowed us to park the RV in his driveway, which was amazing for our budget.
Yeah.
And really cool to hang out with him. Really cool guy.
The kids will have really good memories of that place. He had a really big backyard. There were lots of kind of wild animals roaming around. There were some trails in the back, and the kids liked riding their bikes. We had some family dinners every night. It was a really good time. And Jerry, your dad, took you and took the kids, took all of us to the horse farm where he keeps his horse.
Went to the stables. We got to see his horse. I believe Akasha used to be a racehorse, if I remember correctly, and then he rehabilitated her. So he put her through the paces, lunged her for us. They got to feed her and brush her, and they were very ecstatic about that.
They have a good relationship, those two. Yeah, and the kids got to see what life in a horse farm would really be like. That's true.
And the best way to do this, because they know you, which means and she likes you because you can touch her face and see they can't mack her.
Why?
And that's it.
No, you don't hold your hand flat.
Like this? I like my hair
You can look under her. She's perfectly comfortable. Yeah, it's all right. You can push her back, on the back. Yep. Back here. Don't worry about the phone.
Sometimes works. Not a snake.
Call for the captain on shore, let me go home.
We're gonna move the party inside at some point anyway.
We also went into Spokane. Did I say it right?
Spokane.
Spokane.
It's spelled Kane. I want you to know.
But a First Nation pronounces it Spokane.
I believe you. I actually believe you.
So, a colleague and friend of mine, that hired me to work at the school in China, Shiko International School, is now the principal of the upper school in Spokane, and he invited me and my family out to taunt us with this 160-acre campus. It was just, all I'm going to say is, wow, breathtaking.
That campus is beautiful.
Oh, good throw.
What did we do after that?
We're outside of Lewiston, Idaho, and I think we're about an hour away from my buddy who I served in the military with. And I haven't seen him in, 25 years.
Yeah, so we kept moving around in a kind of a small vicinity, seeing some different family members. And actually, do you know, I was surprised at how much I liked Idaho. Like, I hadn't really ever given Idaho much thought. I didn't know that we had so much family in that area. And I was really impressed. One of the things I really like is the range of different environmental features, right? So you could like start in the mountains and you could have these like, I don't know, glistening lakes and rivers. And then we drove south to your friend Chris's house. And, it was just these plains as far as the eye could see of like dust with these deep canyons in them. What is it? Show me.
A light ray here to see it. Right there. You see it?
Keats, what are you gonna do on these hills out there?
Ride my bike down the hills and get a lot of speed.
Yeah. How many strawberries did you eat?
I have no idea.
It's quite windy.
And the wind is shaking the slack line like crazy.
Take another step.
And then we went to Coeur d'Alene because I have my aunt and uncle from my mother's side, now it's going to get confusing, who
It's okay.
own a place right on the lake. And we stayed a couple nights with them. They own a boat, so it was not the weather for boating. But
It was so cold, but the kids were determined to have a tubing experience.
yes, so a tubing experience did they have.
Yeah, with chattering jaws and blue lips.
But they did it,
Yeah.
as kids do.
Get out. Sun rises in the east, sets in the west. Look at that ant right there. It's dead. I got the whole world here.
Yeah, she'll sit there for stop.
You look very strong and tough.
Marine safety.
Field trip number 276.
You know, Kathy did tell me I could stay as long as I wanted.
So we're going to start the boat, but you're responsible for everybody on board and their safety. You're responsible for 5 souls. That's a lot.
I'm better at driving than
You
her.
want to make sure that you're always looking to make sure everybody's safe.
Faster?
As fast as it can go.
Junie!
captain, my captain.
Said we're stopping.
Everybody okay?
I'm living.
He's checking on his crew. Yep, everybody's okay.
Aye, aye, captain.
1, 2, 3, 4.
She's coming apart. Captain, I'm giving her all I got.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So cold. Yeah, but regardless. So cold.
Junie.
You found me!
I found you.
Yeah, I was really surprised by how impressed I was by Idaho. What a cool place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe some of you are interested in hearing more about RV life, because now we've kind of gotten over that curve of learning all the parts of the RV and how things work, and it's feeling a little more like regular sort of daily life in a way. You know, we have our routines, we're having an easier time maneuvering and knowing which groceries to buy and what meals work well for our family, and how to find propane, or what we need when we need it. And
Dump stations.
Dump stations, and also homeschooling. Like we've found some things that work for us there. So.
Spell it for me.
CONSIO.
You missed the middle part. CONCLU.
What?
I spell assured. Mutually assured destruction.
How far are you?
I'm on to paragraph 2.
Okay. Yeah, I think some of you have actually written to us and asked some questions about how things are going from that regard. But honestly, it's been pretty peaceful and calm, and it's working.
We're a lot busier than I thought we
Yeah.
would be. I thought that there would be more downtime so that we could work on some of maybe like little passion projects that we had envisioned during this trip. But I mean, like, honestly, life on the road is life happening like
Yeah.
it would anywhere you are. And even if we're not working, it's still work.
We're still parenting. You know, I think it's like even when you travel to a foreign country, right? When we travel overseas, you take yourself with you. You take your life and your problems and your challenges with you. So we still have to cook 3 meals a day and clean up afterwards, and we still have to make sure that the laundry is done and the groceries are done and the homeschooling is done. And
A lot of times when you roll into a spot and you see friends and family from that you haven't seen in so long, like, they do want to take you out to something that's amazing, that they're very proud of,
that's
and
special.
and so you go out, and this
It's
is
always wonderful.
I mean, I'm not knocking the experience, but like financially, like, we're on a fixed budget, with no income coming in currently, so sometimes we're like
Yeah.
and we have to hold our breath and just go with it.
They're like, sure, we'd love to go out to dinner and a show and buy 5 tickets for everything. Like, it's been fine. We're not complaining, but
No.
we are realizing about this lifestyle that it's just real life. It's real life on the road, and so there's still things we need to do, and stuff to keep up with online, and you're still tracking all the things that you would be tracking if you're living in a house.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's working. And we'll see, like, maybe how long we want to keep doing it for.
How are you doing, Junie?
I feel really smart.
Why?
Because all of these big words and big sentences and a big topic. And I don't usually feel this smart.
All right. Finish up your essay.
So this episode is about Idaho, and from Idaho then is an episode about Seattle, and after that we will be heading south.
Well, yeah, running away from
The cold weather,
the cold weather.
because we have been running our heater quite a bit, actually.
Anyways,
Anyway, yeah. What else do you want to talk about?
I think you got enough content.
Yeah,
All right. Good for now.
thanks. Let's see how it looks.